Alright, American Grand Prix. Sorry, it's been a while, but we're back. Let's see who's on pole here. It's Lewis Hamilton. Then lining up in second place, we got Bottas, his teammate. Good qualifying position for Mercedes. Mercedes is going to need a good race today if they want to stay ahead in the championship. Looks like they're going to get it, as the Red Bulls seem to be struggling out there in 8th and 9th. Gasly, great job from him. He's in the top 3. See if he can't make that, but turn that into a podium. Hold on to that 3rd spot. He's got a good shot. Ricciardo right behind him in 4th. Yuki, great job from him in 5th. Ocon hoping to maybe he can get points this race. I don't think he's gotten points yet this season, but maybe he can get it done this race starting in 6th. Looks promising. Then Stroll in 7th. Good stuff from him. Perez lines up ahead of Max Verstappen. Could get interesting. Sainz with Ferrari taking the last spot in the top 10. Ferrari has not been having the season they needed this year. McLaren has just been dominating against them. Russell hoping to see if he can't score some points this race. He's got a shot at it. Norris back in 12th. Leclerc in 13th. These two are going to have a bit of an uphill battle. Vettel in 14th. Mazepin does well, 15th. Giovinazzi in 16th. Then Raikkonen. Schumacher. And Latifi in 20th. And then Alonso way in the back here. He had some problems. Looks like he got some sort of penalty. It throws him all the way back into 22nd. But let's go ahead and start it then. Alright, there's your 5 red lights. And they're off. Alright. See. Oh, looks like Gasly, he's going to go. Oh, he's going to go around both the Mercedes cars. Is Yuki going to get around him? Oh, it looks like Bottas goes to the inside there, but Gasly is going to hold on. He's going to take the lead. Gasly takes the lead of the race. Yuki in 4th. Wow, great stuff from Gasly there. He's going to have to hold on to that, though. See, Bottas seems to be dropping back. Gasly's getting some ground. It looked like Gasly and Bottas got into a bit of a bang-up destruction derby there, because Bottas ran into Gasly, I saw on turn 1. He seems to have some damage to his front wing, but looks pretty minor. Maybe seems to be slowing him down a little. Not sure. But I did see some damage to his front wing there on the camera. Ricciardo drops to 5th. The Red Bulls stay where they are in 8th and 9th. Alright. Now Hamilton has a chance of getting the driver's title of this race, considering that we are in the second to last race here. So let's see if Hamilton can get that. He's holding on to the back of his teammate pretty good. If Hamilton stays where he is, he's going to get it by a landslide. He's got to drop quite a bit before he's in a position where he's not going to be getting. Oh! Bottas, he pits. And that changes things up a lot. Mercedes sucks a lot for them. Sucks really bad for Mercedes, because now they don't have points. Or they do, but they're going to get much less. And there they go. They replaced their front wing. So I guess more damage than I thought. Oh, and who's that else? Who else is that? That's Alonso. Alonso pits as well. He started in the back. Alonso's been having a terrible Grand Prix. They replaced his front wing. It's hard to see through the scoreboard there, position board, whatever you want to call it. But they did replace his front wing. All right, Gasly just running away with it. Is Gasly going to get the race win here? Gasly could win this race. With what's going on, I would not put it past him. He is just dominating. He's already built up a 2-second lead to Hamilton. And Yuki's holding on here good. Yeah, the AlphaTauris look extremely strong out there today. Just some incredible stuff from them. Sainz has moved up a position. Norris is in the top 10. Russell stays in 11th. That's your battle for points back there. This moves everybody back here up. The whole Bottas pitting. So Ocon gets into 5th. Stroll goes to 6th. The Red Bulls both move up a position. The Red Bulls do seem to be right on Stroll's butt. So, it'd be interesting to see if they can't make a move around him here. I'm sure they'll get the job done, both of them, at some point. Yuki seems to be dropping back from Hamilton. But oddly enough, Hamilton is absolutely not catching Gasly. Gasly continues to extend his lead over Hamilton. So Gasly is just really, really quick out there. Doesn't look like anything can stop him. He's just dominant. Just total dominance. It's great, crazy to see him all the way up there, dominating like he is. I would be genuinely shocked if Gasly doesn't move to a higher team next year, because he is just absolutely insane out there this year. He's been outperforming everybody. Here's Ricciardo. He's holding on to Yuki, but Yuki is dropping back from Hamilton. So there seems to be a gap. It's increasing there. Oh, Leclerc back here. He goes around Russell. So that drops Russell back. Gives Leclerc a chance to get into the top 10. Checo still has to get around Stroll. Stroll might lose DRS here. I don't know. He's still good. So it's much harder to make a pass when the guy you're passing has DRS. He's right behind him. Look at that. Let's keep an eye on this. This could be interesting, because he's going to get DRS. Both of them will. Perez, he dropped back at that turn. He's not going to have enough room. No, he's not. Stroll's going to stay ahead. Ricciardo's right on Yuki. These two jostling for position. Looks like Vettel's going to stay behind for now. But, yep, Ricciardo's right on Yuki. You might make a pass there for the podium. This is an important fight because it's your podium positions. Ocon is definitely in the background there. He might make up some ground if things get interesting between these two. And maybe Ocon has a chance. Oh, he dropped outside of his second there. Does he have DRS? Do we see DRS? No, Ocon does not have DRS, I don't think. And that's going to be a problem for him. But here comes Ricciardo. Yuki's squeezing him. This might help Ocon out a bit. Oh. Looks like Ricciardo's going to stay behind for now. But something tells me that Ricciardo's got plenty of time to get around Yuki here, and he's not going to fail. Eventually he's going to get around Tsunoda. Alright. Hamilton here still dropping back from Gasly. Gasly's still pulling away. He's built up a massive lead, really. 3.3 seconds over Hamilton. He's got some wiggle room now. I don't know. Is he just really, really fast at the start? Or does he just have the pace for it? He might just have the pace. Because he's insane. Seems to be stabilized. Oh no, Hamilton is still dropping back. Kinda. He seems to be pretty stabilized. It might continue to swing the other way, and Hamilton might close that gap. Looks like Ricciardo is still behind Yuki. Could not get the job done on the front straight. Alright. This seems to be the biggest story at the moment. Perez still not able to get around Stroll, because he's managed to catch the back of Ocon, and Ocon has failed to stick with the top four. By the looks of things so far, he's still close enough that he's got a good shot of making it back up. But for the moment, it looks like he's going to be joining the second pack, and that hurts the Red Bulls because it means Stroll's going to have DRS. He actually seems to be trying to attack Ocon right now. Ricciardo is still not able to get around Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know. We might not get it done because he doesn't seem to have the pace like he did that one lap where he had a chance. But Yuki did a good job defending. Lewis is still drops back. He's been dropping back consistently. Looks like he was not holding on to Gasly at all. He's still dropping back. But he's got a good gap to Yuki. It's just kind of strange how Lewis Hamilton, who should be racing his heart out here to get the championship, which I guess is kind of guaranteed for him here. He's got to do some terrible, terrible driving at this point to not have the driver's title. But it's kind of weird that he doesn't want to win this one. But I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just got poor pace. Maybe the car's just not there today. Don't know quite what's going on there, but whatever the case, Gasly is pulling away. Maybe Gasly's just super fast. It almost does look like Gasly is super fast because Yuki, although he's holding on to Hamilton, he's definitely not having the pace of his teammate. But Gasly's just on fire today. He looks unstoppable. It's Ricciardo going for a move. Can he? Yeah, he's too far back. He's not going to get it done. See if Ricciardo, maybe he can get that position. Because this is a big one. This is the podium. And Yuki has been holding on. This could be an insane race for AlphaTauri. First and third? That is crazy. Also, Yuki is actually kind of seems to be closing on Hamilton a little. I don't know. No, he seems to be pretty stable with Hamilton. But he's holding on to him quite well. If not completely. Ocon, he's dropped back quite a bit. The Red Bulls are having a terrible, terrible race, though. And they'd be in some serious trouble if it wasn't for Bottas's mix-up at the start there. Required him to pit. Bottas has only recovered to last. Doesn't look good for him. So Perez not catching Stroll, because Stroll has DRS from Ocon every time they get DRS. So it makes it really, really hard to pass when that happens. Let's see, we're getting to the straight where Ricciardo has a chance to make a move on Tsunoda. Doesn't look close enough this time. Oh, maybe. Maybe he is. Nah, he doesn't look close enough. Could go for a dive bomb. Nah, he doesn't. He's going to stay behind him. It's a bit aggressive. They stay in the same positions for another lap. Looks like these three back here, Sainz, Norris, Leclerc, they're having a bit of a fight for who doesn't miss out for the top 10. Looks like Leclerc is in trouble on that one. Bottas moves up to spot, puts him in 19th. He probably doesn't have to pit again. So Bottas might be okay, because he doesn't have to pit again. The incident won't help him, that's for sure, but it might not hurt him as much as you might think it would. Oh, what happened here? We got Leclerc pitting. Alright, he goes in. Let's see his stop. It seems to be a bit an early stop for Leclerc. That looked decently quick. That looked like quite a good stop. Good job there. Nikita Mazepin also pits. Leclerc. Is Bottas going to come out ahead of him? Oh, they come out together. Oh, is Bottas going to get by him? What's going on here? It looks like Leclerc's going to stay ahead of Bottas for now. That could change. Bottas right on him. This is going to give Bottas DRS. It might improve his end race time, which is kind of what he wants. Oh, Ricciardo seems to be getting close. Is he going to get a pass? No, he's just at the end of the straight. Doesn't seem to be fast enough. Gasly continues to increase his lead over Hamilton. He's just been steadily faster. He's increased it by a second since the last time I mentioned anything. But Bottas is dropping back bad from Leclerc. Is that just because Bottas is on older tires? Not quite sure what's going on there, but Bottas is not holding on to Leclerc at all. He's dropping back. You'd think he would be passing him. Very interesting. Oh, what's going on here? Is someone pitting? Yeah. Looks like Ricciardo's pit. So that would make sense. Hamilton pit as well, but what's going on? Hamilton's replacing his front wing, I think. Oh, that's going to cost him a lot of time, isn't it? Oh, some pit lane shenanigans going on here. Ricciardo comes out. Gasly drops to 5th. I guess he pit. And that would mean, yep, Yuki's in 1st. See if Perez can get the undercut on Stroll from the pitting situation. Alright, that's interesting. So we see Lewis Hamilton replaces his front wing. Oddly enough. That explains why he was going slower. But was it a good move to replace the front wing? I would say no. No. I don't know why they would do that, because he's going to be so much farther behind. This could be a disaster for Hamilton. I'm pretty sure Max is supposed to be there. Max is supposed to be in 12th behind Hamilton. I'm pretty sure they both pit. Let's see, what tires is Max on? Max is on mediums. So Max Verstappen might overtake Hamilton here. And that might mean that he doesn't get the driver's title. This race, at least. He's still got a shot at it for next race. But if he stays ahead of Max, I don't know. Be interesting to see, because I'm not exactly sure what the margins are there. Bottas all the way up to 14th. It's Norris here. Looks like we got some pit. Yuki comes out. Gasly reclaims the lead. Let's see what that gap will be now that he doesn't have Lewis back there. Looks like almost 7 seconds. Jeez. He's going to win this thing, I think. What's going on? Why is Bottas pitting again? Oh, they replaced his front wing up there. He has more front wing damage. Oh my gosh, this has just been terrible for Bottas. There's no way he's making it into the top 10 now. Wow. Hamilton drops to 8th. Ouch. That's really bad. And Perez, he's all the way up into 4th, but there's a huge gap there between him and Ricciardo. His race is winding down. I don't know if he's going to have time for it. Yuki, 6.4 seconds off Gasly. That's weird. I thought he was a little more. But maybe Gasly made a bit of a mistake. Ricciardo's right on Yuki. Gasly. Oh, Yuki's closing the gap. Tsunoda has closed the gap to Gasly. I wonder if Gasly's got some sort of issue or something, or if he's lost pace. Maybe he's not quite so fast on these mediums. But yeah, that gap, wow, that gap is closing fast. Oh, is Gasly going to be able to hold on? Because that is closing really fast. Back here we've got some action. Looks like Hamilton's holding off Verstappen so far. He's staying in the top 10. There's Ricciardo. Right on Yuki. But they're both of these guys, Yuki and Ricciardo, are closing in on Gasly. And the situation kind of gives Ricciardo a shot, too. Or even Perez. Perez might have a shot at the win. Because he's closing. If he can get around both Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda before the end of the race, and Gasly isn't able to hold on to his gap that he's created, then Perez might win this race, which would be crazy good for Red Bull. That would change things up a bit in the championships. So right now, it looks like Perez is going to have a great finish. Ricciardo does not look fast enough to get around Yuki Tsunoda, which means Yuki might be in for his first race in Formula One here. But it does look like Gasly is stabilizing enough. I mean, if he gets within a second, it's going to close really fast. If these guys get within a second of Gasly. But Gasly, I think he seems to be leveling it off a little. Is it enough? Don't know. Don't know. Can Gasly hold on, win this race? This is his race to lose. And Tsunoda's to win. And Tsunoda is closing that gap really, really fast. But he's got some guys behind him. He would be more than happy to take it away from him. Both of them. Ocon holding on to 5th. Be a great finish for him if he stays there, but he's got Leclerc right behind him and Norris right behind him after that. Verstappen can't get around Hamilton. This might be how we end the race, but the big action is up here with the Gasly situation, because Gasly is dropping back so fast. I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think he's going to make it to the end, because they are closing really fast. I don't know what's going on with him. He was doing so well. I guess he's just way slower on the mediums because... Jeez. What's going on? Oh my gosh! Ricciardo! He's going to pass Yuki Tsunoda and take 2nd place. Leclerc looks like he got around Ocon as well. Oh, not quite. Yep, he got it. Ricciardo gets around Yuki Tsunoda. Where'd that come from? I guess he just got close for a lap. 1 lap. This lap he was close enough. Guess that would do it. But he seems to be creating a gap now. I wonder if Yuki's having the same issues that Gasly is. No. I wonder if it's a mechanical issue. But, alright, last lap. It's the final showdown. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. We got 2 more. Sorry. And that basically means Gasly stands no chance because Ricciardo's super close. He's knocking on his door. If Gasly can hold him off, but, ooh. I don't know. Ricciardo's going to have DRS for the next straight, but is he going to be able to get around Gasly? I don't know. He's still got time to catch him. And he is, for sure. He's a half second down. He might get Gasly on the straight. I don't know what's going on with Gasly. If it's a tire problem, he should be fine for this straight. And is he going to be able to hold off Ricciardo? Or is Ricciardo going to take the lead already? Oh, Ricciardo goes. He's going to make a move. He's going to get the job done. He looks like he will. And that will put Ricciardo in a position to win this race. Which is just insane, considering that Gasly was 6 seconds ahead. And now he's dropped back to 2nd. Now he's fighting for a podium. Which, again, this is still going to be really good for AlphaTauri, but they just lost the race win. Ricciardo is just running away with it now. Tsunoda and Perez is right behind these two as well. Perez could snake around both of them before the end of this, and that would be great for Red Bull, and it would be terrible for Mercedes. Mercedes makes a terrible choice. They decide to fix Hamilton's wing. Oh, here, these two are fighting. Is Gasly going to hold them off? Yes. Don't know if that's going to be good for AlphaTauri, though, because they've got a Red Bull right behind them. And of course, these teams are pretty much one and the same. AlphaTauri is pretty much baby Red Bull. But, still, AlphaTauri would want to beat out Red Bull. And looks like Red Bull's got a chance of stopping that from happening. Verstappen's still behind Hamilton. Hamilton's holding on pretty well. He might even get behind Ocon, who is dropped to 7th. But there's only 1 lap left. Ricciardo here is just running away with it. Just driving past everyone. Gasly drops to 3rd now. Something's up with him. He might be a setup, just doesn't agree with the mediums, or something might have happened in pit lane, slowed him down. I'm not quite sure. But he had this race, and he lost it. Looks like he's still got a good shot at a podium, though. So he's got that going for him. That's good. It's going to be a good result for him, but it's not going to be a win. It's going to be a win for, instead, Ricciardo, who is coming around the final turn now. Great drive from him. Really, it was a great drive from him to take this win. And there he goes. Secured. Ricciardo is going to win the American Grand Prix. Tsunoda, great result from him. 2nd place. Great result. Gasly holds on in the third place, keeps his podium. Perez just right behind him, can't get it done. Leclerc recovers to fifth. Norris right behind him. Ocon holds on in seventh. Good result from him. Finally some points for the Frenchman. And Hamilton gets eighth. Not a great result from him, but I do believe that's enough to secure his Drivers' Championship win, because he did score points and stay ahead of Max Verstappen. And most of it is the fact that we only have one more race, and the potential points that you can get have halved, which means Hamilton is your Drivers' Champion with a result of 8th, which is quite interesting to see that happen, but it did. Vettel scores points, 10th place. Good job from him. Stroll manages to drop all the way to 12th. Wow. Not a great race from him. Bottas and Alonso both don't make much progress from their starting positions. Neither of them had a good race. Alonso just stayed at the back the whole time. Well, that's that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our standings now. So driver standings. There you go. Lewis Hamilton. Now the most amount of points you can get in a race weekend is 26, which means, yes, Lewis Hamilton is in fact your driver's champion. It does mean that Max Verstappen is out of that 26-point gap that he can have next race, meaning Lewis Hamilton is your driver's champion, which is interesting to see that happen in this fantasy season and not in the real season. We'll have to see if they flip-flop or if Mercedes can hold on to the constructors, because that is definitely not guaranteed. There's a 22-point gap there. Not guaranteed at all. What another interesting thing that could happen here is AlphaTauri is right behind Ferrari. They have a chance, assuming AlphaTauri has a similar result to the one they had today. They could leapfrog Ferrari for 4th in the Constructors' Championship, which would be really interesting to see. We've changed things up quite a bit. And then Alfa Romeo are going to beat out Haas because they had a better result, and they have the same amount of points. They're going to tie. It'll be interesting to see that happen. And, yeah, so lots of drama going to happen in Abu Dhabi, potentially. We might see some teams switch around in the last race. But in the drivers, we have our champion. Lewis Hamilton is your driver's champion. He had a great season, and he managed to pull through. But one thing that is not secured is second place. Who's going to get second? Bottas still has a chance. Ricciardo, with that result, stays in 5th, and he seems pretty safe there. He's got a shot at 4th, but I don't see it happening. He's got to have another crazy result. With Bottas dropping from 3rd to 4th with that terrible result, and Perez had a good one, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens next race, for the last race of the season. Gasly gets past Leclerc as well. If he finishes ahead of Leclerc again, he's going to hold on to 6th, but Leclerc still has a chance of retaliation. So yeah, lots of stuff could happen here. Yep. Alright, let's see. Were those the first points for Ocon? Let's see, he got 8 points. Which if we look at where he finished here... no, he got 2 points previously at some other point. So, but most of his points have come from this race. Good result for Ocon. And not for Alpine as a whole, unfortunately. But I think that'll do it for the United States Grand Prix. Not much more to discuss. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye.